And good day, traders. This is Rick with your futures trading coach. After market update for the live trading alert call room. Today is Wednesday, May 11th, and I'm going to let you guys know what we did today, guys. Pretty active day today. We had two trades I called in crude oil. Again, crude oil we have up temporarily. People have been asking about the methodology and asking, what markets does it work in, and we always tell them, the same story. But people really want to kind of see it. So we added crude for a little while, temporary thing, but there are people that like the crude, and we're going to run through everything. We had up to 5 trades in the ES, really 4, but some people who were left, we added a 5th one right at the end, and I'll explain why in a little while. Let me run through what we did today. Okay, the first trade we had in crude oil, we had a short. It was a power play. And we're looking for, initially on this one, I felt that the market was potentially sort of near the bottom. Certainly could have went down 10, 20 pennies. I told everybody to take 7 to 10 pennies on the trade. We got short on a power play, 44, 16, 17, right in that range, and we took that down. After the 10 pennies were got, I told everybody that we're going to watch for this thing to get below 44. When the doji came in here on the 906 candle, I told everybody to move their stops down to entry and or get out of the trade, whatever they feel comfortable with. Lock in what you want to lock in. In other words, if you had 2 or 3 runners left at that point, just let one go. If you only had one left, maybe just get out of the trade, because most likely that if this thing didn't get below 44 soon, it was coming back up. That's exactly what happened. So 10 pennies on that, up to 10 pennies on that one. Market hovered around this level here, this 44.20 area, and we were getting ready to go into the crude report. Now, what I told everybody was that there's a good chance that if they don't like the crude report and they're going to sell it off, we were going to drop. If they took this thing up to the 44.45 level, most likely it was going to go up to 60, 65 at a minimum, even if it failed. A lot of times when the crude report comes out, it shoots up. We don't normally take trades like this, but right at the news. But I saw something here, and we decided to go for it. We actually did that in both markets. 44.45 said make sure you have your ATM ready. Take profits 15 to 20 pennies, and go for a break even or go to entry with your remaining runner and see if it can keep going. Now what ended up happening is a lot of people didn't even have their ATM, or they don't use ATM strategies, which are automated. And by the time this thing got filled, by the time anybody can do anything, the market was up here at 45.20, 45.15, and that's where people ended up taking their first profit. So this was a huge trade for us. This was about about 50, 60 pennies, 70 pennies before anybody could even do anything unless they had their target set. And then what I told everybody is once this happened, go to entry. We waited for one more candle. Once it broke our 45.40 level, which I had as a soft target, I said there's no reason to get completely out of the trade here, but if you're looking for profit area, I said 45.40. It could go through it. We'll see what happens. As soon as the market closed above 45.40, I told everybody to move their stop up to 45.20. 45.20. We were going to lock in profits, and it was either going to go to our next profit area, which was this line and circle here, our playground, or it was going to come back down and take us out, but at least you'd have about 50, 60 pennies locked in. Once the market got up here, I told everybody take your profits if you really, really want to stay in, as long as it stays above this 45.40. If you really want to stay in for a little bit longer, move your stop up to 45.39. And we would see what happens from there. Now, that was pretty much the end of the trade. Most people were out at this point. It was about up to 140 penny trade, and that was really good. Over in the ES, I know we're taking a lot of time on this. Over in the ES, we took 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 5 trades, and I'm going to explain that one. This is going to be a little bit longer of a video. Although I was skeptical, I thought, I said this is a little aggressive because things are not quite right. It's a little bit early. Thought that when the market was up here at the 550 area, they might take it up a couple points up to the 750 area. So we got long on an understanding trade. We added on the very next candle per the rules of the trade, and when the market came up here into that circle there, I told everybody as it was down here, I said you're probably going to get one push, because we actually ended up with a ZL down here, a little bit of a ZL influence. Told everybody that you're probably going to get one more push. I said make sure you get out, lose a tick, 2 ticks. We're not going to play with this. That's exactly what happened. It was a small loser, and the market came back down. Held our 2070 area, which we were watching very closely, came back up. Now again, this was the same trade that we took at the news. We put our stop, told everybody put a buy stop in. We put a buy stop in at 2075.50 area, 2050. I said 50 or 75, and that one went up for about 2.5 points, up to 3 points on the trade, depending on where you got in. And that was a nice winner there on the ES. And that was all it gave us. Market came back down. They decided they were going to go back for the 2070 level. We got short at 2070, and that one worked out, and that made a point. Okay, being really stubborn because this was a big level of ours. Market came back up. We had an RS trade. We got in the trade 2072 area here on the 10-15 candle. Now what ended up happening here, guys, is because a lot of our trades just go to profits fairly quickly. You know, after 3, 4, 5 candles went by, people started asking questions. We also had our method creator, Sam Goldberg, that was going to come in to speak. So I just told everybody, look, either reduce your size or, you know, just get out of the trade. You know, we'll wait for the next one if there's another one later on in the morning before 11 o'clock. We were looking for some specific things to happen here. So those that stayed in the trade from 72 made you know, up to you know, a couple points in the trade, and that was a nice trade there as well. For those people who were out or who didn't take the trade or got out, we basically, again, at 11 o'clock, we tried it one more time. Our Sam had left the room. We came back and I said, look, guys, this thing wants to break the 2070. Unfortunately, it may take, you know, it may take into the afternoon or in the middle of lunch to do it. But we had a signal here, so we ended up trying again. It made a point. That was about it. And it just wasn't ready to follow through that yet. Now, you'll notice what I told everybody was the reason why we tried the short here and here and here was because even though we knew it might not happen in the morning, I said that if this thing gets below the 70 and stays below the 70, you're talking about 5-10 points minimum. This market could go by the end of the day. And of course, as you'll see here, I was not here for the trade. Got below the 70 here right at the end of lunch, and it ended up dropping, and it went down into the you know, right into the, that was our 10 points there, into the 60 range. So it was just a great day in the room. Usually we have a lot of fun in here. Kind of like the addition of the Crude for a little bit. But we're going to come back and we're going to do it all over again today, guys. So we had, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 5, up to 7 trades. Every single one of them was a winner. Except for this one here, which was either a 1 or 2 tick loser, and it was just a wonderful day. So we're going to come back again tomorrow, do it all over again. Until then, guys, have a wonderful day.